McDonald's food might be fast, cheap, and everywhere. But behind the golden arches is a long list of ingredients they'd rather you didn't know. Not rumors, not internet myths. Real ingredients hiding in plain sight. The kind that makes you rethink every bite, even the ones you used to love most. Starting with their fries. Thought fries were the safest bet for vegetarians at McDonald's? Think again. Those golden, crispy sticks of potatoey goodness are hiding a little secret that might make plant eaters do a double take. McDonald's fries contain natural beef flavoring. Yes, actual beef-derived ingredients in what seems like the most innocent menu item. Let's be honest, nobody goes to McDonald's expecting healthy food. But we do expect potatoes to be, just potatoes. The average American eats around 29 pounds of French fries each year, and many vegetarians assume they're making a safe choice when they order just the fries. What they don't realize is that hidden in the ingredients list, tucked neatly into the natural flavors section, is beef flavoring that turns these seemingly vegetarian fries into a meat-adjacent food. This beef-flavored bombshell isn't new information, but it's kept surprisingly quiet. McDonald's started adding this flavor after switching from frying their potatoes in beef tallow to vegetable oil back in the 1990s. When customers complained about the taste difference, the company found a workaround, adding beef flavoring to mimic that original meaty taste. It's like breaking up with someone but keeping their hoodie to smell when you're lonely. In some countries like India, where many people don't eat beef for religious reasons, McDonald's adjusted their recipe. But in the United States, those fries still have that beefy little secret. What's particularly sneaky is how this ingredient hides in plain sight. The menu doesn't announce beef-flavored fries in big letters. Instead, it's buried in fine print most people never read. A study showed that 95% of vegetarians surveyed had no idea McDonald's fries contain beef flavoring. And that's just the appetizer in our McDonald's mystery meal. If you think hidden beef flavoring is surprising, wait until you discover what other menu items have strange staying power that defies the normal laws of food science. I left a McDonald's burger in my car for 4 days once. Still looked ready for Instagram. No mold, no funky smell, just sitting there defying the natural laws of food decay like it had superpowers. That's not normal, folks. Real bread gets moldy after a few days. McDonald's buns? They're practically immortal. The secret to this zombie-like shelf life lies in 2 main ingredients you won't find in your grandmother's bread recipe: calcium propionate and ammonium sulfate. These aren't ingredients. They're science experiments with fancy badges. Calcium propionate is a preservative that stops mold and bacteria from growing. While it's considered generally recognized as safe by food authorities, studies have linked it to behavioral changes in some children. Meanwhile, ammonium sulfate is a mineral salt that makes dough more stable and gives the buns that perfect golden color. It's also used in fertilizer and flame retardants. Nothing says delicious sandwich quite like sharing ingredients with your lawn care products. These additives don't just keep the buns from spoiling. They maintain that soft, squishy texture that makes McDonald's buns instantly recognizable. Ever notice how they bounce back when you press them? Natural bread doesn't do that after day 2. What's concerning is how these additives affect our gut health. Growing research suggests that preservatives like calcium propionate can disrupt gut bacteria balance, potentially leading to digestive issues and inflammation. Several European countries have restricted these additives, while the U.S. continues full speed ahead. One food scientist conducted an experiment where she kept a McDonald's burger for 12 years. The result? It looked nearly identical to a fresh one. The moisture had dried out, but there was no visible decomposition. Normal food doesn't behave this way. It breaks down, it decomposes, it returns to the earth. But the immortal bread is just one piece of the puzzle. The deeper we dig into the menu, the more chemical mysteries we uncover. A few months ago, I had no idea what a health ring even was until my fiancé got me one. And I have to say, I am shocked this isn't a widely known and used product. It tracks my stress levels, and what I found out is that each time I took certain medication, my body's stress levels went up 2 to 3 times my usual levels. So I immediately stopped taking that medication, and I can honestly say this made me feel 10 years younger. My wife mainly uses it to track her menstrual cycles, and she is obsessed with her sleep quality score. I noticed they were running a limited 69% discount, but the offer is expiring soon. It's currently only $60, and it's clear this one is the best bang for your buck, with other health rings priced around $350 with less functions. They managed to price it this low because they cut out the middleman like Amazon, Walmart, etc., who drive up the price and take a big margin, ending up with the customer paying 3 to 5 times more. If you are on TV, you can check it out yourself by pausing the video and scanning the QR code with your phone camera or clicking the first link in the description of this video. You thought it was all white meat? Cute. McDonald's chicken nuggets might look innocent with their golden coating and fun shapes, but these bite-sized morsels come with a side of chemistry that might make you raise an eyebrow. Let's peek behind the curtain at what's really in those famous nuggets. The ingredient list reads more like a science experiment than a recipe. TBHQ, which stands for tertiary butyl hydroquinone, is added as a preservative to keep the nuggets fresh. Studies have linked this compound to tumors in lab rats when consumed in high doses. It's basically a tiny chemical bodyguard that fights off bacteria while simultaneously fighting off your health. Talk about a toxic relationship. Then there's dimethylpolysiloxane, an anti-foaming agent that prevents oil from bubbling over during frying. This same compound appears in silly putty and various household products. When your food shares ingredients with a toy that bounces off walls, maybe that's a sign we should reconsider our menu choices, or at least test if the nuggets bounce too. The actual chicken content? It's heavily processed, ground up, pressed, and molded into those recognizable boot, bell, ball, and bone shapes. McDonald's claims their nuggets are made with 100% white meat chicken, but that doesn't mean they're 100% chicken. A study found that nuggets from major fast food chains contained only 40 to 50% meat, with the rest being fat, blood vessels, nerves, and ground bone. So technically, you're eating chicken parts that even the chicken didn't know it had. 4 billion chicken nuggets are sold each year in the United States alone. If we stacked all those nuggets end to end, they'd reach the moon and back, which might explain the moon's cheese-like appearance. And if you're ordering breakfast, you might be surprised at how they've managed to complicate one of the simplest foods on Earth. How do you mess up an egg? It's one of the simplest foods on Earth, yet McDonald's has somehow turned breakfast eggs into a chemistry puzzle. Those perfectly round eggs on your Egg McMuffin aren't just cracked and cooked. They're engineered to look and taste identical at every restaurant around the world. Let's start with the good news. The round eggs on Egg McMuffins are actually real eggs cooked in circular molds. A small victory in a world where real food is becoming as rare as a working ice cream machine at McDonald's. But that's where the simplicity ends. If you've ever ordered a breakfast burrito or the folded eggs on a biscuit, you're getting something entirely different. Those folded eggs? They arrive at the restaurant pre-made, frozen, and ready to heat. Made from a mixture of real eggs, modified food starch, citric acid, and glycerin, they're designed to have an impossibly consistent texture. The ingredient list is 14 items long. For context, a regular egg's ingredient list is just egg. That's how nature intended it. What's the modified food starch doing in there? It acts as a thickener and stabilizer, giving the eggs that uniform yellow appearance and preventing them from becoming watery when reheated. The citric acid helps maintain color, while glycerin keeps the moisture locked in. Together, they create the illusion of freshness that can survive under heat lamps for hours. A regular McDonald's location sells approximately 1,000 eggs every day. Globally, the chain uses over 2 billion eggs annually. That's enough to make about 550 million McMuffins. With that volume, standardization becomes critical, which is why they've engineered the perfect egg replacement. The nutritional difference between a real egg and McDonald's egg mixture is notable. While a real egg contains about 70 calories and 6 grams of protein, the processed version packs in additional calories from additives and loses some nutritional value in processing. The real travesty isn't just McDonald's complicated eggs. It's that we've all gotten so used to processed food that many customers can't tell the difference anymore. The altered taste, texture, and appearance have become what we expect eggs to be. And just when you think you're making a healthier choice at the fast food counter, there might be another surprise waiting in your next order. Their salads might look like a nutritious choice on the menu, but these leafy meals are hiding some surprising secrets beneath those innocent-looking greens. When you're counting calories, these salads might be counting higher than you think. McDonald's salads often come packed with ingredients that quietly boost the calorie, sugar, and sodium counts to levels that can rival their burger offerings. The biggest culprit? Those innocent-looking dressing packets that come with every salad. A single packet of McDonald's ranch dressing can add over 200 calories and 22 grams of fat to your healthy meal. That's like wearing workout clothes to the mall but never actually going to the gym. The croutons aren't much better, adding extra calories with minimal nutritional value. And those crispy chicken toppings? They're just chicken nuggets in disguise, bringing along all those additives we just learned about. Suddenly, your light lunch is packing a heavyweight punch. Let's look at the numbers. When McDonald's offered their premium Southwest salad with crispy chicken, it contained 520 calories, 25 grams of fat, and 960 milligrams of sodium. For comparison, a quarter pounder with cheese has 530 calories. Your health-conscious choice just became a mathematical tie with one of their signature burgers. Even the lettuce isn't as innocent as it seems. To maintain freshness during shipping and storage, the pre-cut lettuce is often treated with preservatives and packaged in modified atmosphere containers filled with gases that slow deterioration. That's why the lettuce stays crisp for days in the restaurant refrigerator. It's had some help from science. The most shocking part? According to a consumer survey, 80% of people who ordered salads at McDonald's believed they were making a significantly healthier choice than a burger. The marketing works brilliantly. Put the word salad on something, and our brains automatically file it under healthy choices. McDonald's has adjusted their menu over the years, removing some of their highest calorie salads after nutritional information became more widely available. Still, their current offerings require careful reading of the nutrition facts if you're truly counting calories. After discovering what's hiding in the savory part of the menu, you might be craving something sweet to wash it all down. I used to love McFlurries until I read what's in one and needed a second spoon for emotional support. These frozen treats from McDonald's might seem like simple ice cream with candy mix-ins, but they're actually complex creations engineered to maintain that signature consistency whether it's hot or cold outside. The base of a McFlurry isn't technically ice cream by legal definition. Real ice cream requires a minimum percentage of milk fat, but McDonald's frozen desserts contain just enough to qualify as frozen dairy dessert instead. It's like calling a paper airplane a spacecraft. Technically, they both fly, but one has a lot more engineering behind it. The ingredient that gives McFlurries their unusual stability is carrageenan, a thickener extracted from red seaweed. While it sounds natural, carrageenan has been linked to digestive issues and inflammation in some studies. It prevents ice crystals from forming and keeps the mixture smooth even after sitting under those fast food lights. Think of it as Botox for your dessert, keeping everything unnaturally smooth and preventing any signs of aging. Then there's Gargum, another stabilizer that helps maintain that thick texture you struggle to pull through your straw. It's what makes your McFlurry stay firm for an unnaturally long time, refusing to melt into a puddle like normal ice cream would. Ever notice how a forgotten McFlurry in your car doesn't turn into a milkshake? That's these additives at work, performing some kind of dark dessert magic that defies the laws of nature. The vanilla flavor? It's not coming from vanilla beans. The ingredient list reveals artificial flavor instead of the real stuff. When a company the size of McDonald's serves millions of frozen treats daily, using actual vanilla would be too expensive. They serve approximately 47 million McFlurries each year in the US alone. That's enough fake vanilla to make every baker in France faint in horror. The candy mix-ins come with their own laundry list of additives and preservatives. Those M&Ms and Oreo pieces are specially formulated versions of the store products, designed to stay crunchy even when mixed with moisture. But beyond the individual ingredients lies another concern that affects your body in ways you might not expect during your regular fast food visits. One Big Mac combo can contain over 1,500 milligrams of sodium. That's more than half the daily recommended limit in a single meal. Your body needs sodium to function, but McDonald's menu items take this essential mineral to extreme levels that can seriously impact your health. The salt overload isn't just about taste, it serves multiple purposes. High sodium content triggers cravings, preserves food for longer shelf life, and enhances flavors in processed items. It's the Swiss Army knife of food additives, except instead of helping you survive in the wilderness, it's helping your blood pressure reach new personal bests. What's particularly sneaky is how sodium hides in nearly everything. That seemingly innocent ketchup packet? It contains about 125 milligrams of sodium. The pickles on your burger add another 260 milligrams. Even the bun brings its own 160 milligrams to the sodium party. The cheese slice might be small, but it packs a 200 milligram sodium punch. While you're busy wondering about the mysterious ingredients we've discussed, your body is silently processing mountains of salt. And that's not the only thing that might surprise you about what's between those burger buns. Ever notice how their cheese melts like plastic and tastes like orange? That's because McDonald's cheese slices aren't technically cheese. They're a cheese product. The FDA doesn't allow them to be labeled as real cheese because they don't contain enough actual dairy. Instead, what you're biting into is a carefully engineered mixture of milk, oil, emulsifiers, and additives, designed to look and stretch like cheese without behaving like it. The primary ingredient in these slices is milk, but it quickly veers into chemistry territory with the addition of sodium citrate, an emulsifier that gives the product that unnaturally smooth texture. It's basically cheese that went to finishing school and came back with an attitude. Calcium phosphate, another additive, helps it melt consistently without separating into an oily mess. Real cheese naturally changes texture, and even grows mold over time. McDonald's cheese products can sit at room temperature far longer than nature intended. It's like cheese that made a deal with the devil to stay forever young, but forgot to specify it also wanted to keep its soul. With the sodium-packed cheese product sitting atop those never-spoiling buns alongside chemically preserved meats, it's no wonder our stomachs sometimes protest after a fast food feast. These ingredients are designed to work together to create flavors that keep us coming back, regardless of what they might be doing to our insides.